time, nobody has dominated the competition quite like this man in Defiant Wrestling. And recently, he won the 2018 Magnificent 7 match. Please welcome Rampage!
Well, as Stevie Aaron says, Rampage has been a dominant force here in Defiant Wrestling for a very, very long time. One thing he has never done, though, is to hold that Defiant Championship, but that may all change on April 28th when he gets his shot one-on-one against the champion Austin Aries. Tonight, here on the road to no regrets, Rampage will sign the contract for that championship match.
Well, the thing about Rampage is he considers that Defiant Championship the holy grail of professional wrestling. He wants it. Austin Aries has got it. We're going to find out who's going to have it at the end of no regrets when both those men go one-on-one. I can't wait for that match.
And make no mistake about it, Austin Aries, the self-proclaimed greatest man that ever lived, will be watching on here nervously. He knows that Rampage is fired up, that Rampage has been in hot pursuit of that Defiant title for a very, very long time now. And if I was Austin Aries, if I was the champion, I would be extremely nervous.
Well, think about what happened, Bradshaw. Rampage, he's not the kind of man who wants to rely on the element of surprise.
The 2018 Magnificent 7 match, Rampage!
Rampage, he told Austin Aries, the champion, when he was going to catch him.
Your man is saying, your star has never shone so bright as it did, and lights out. Now I know that's corny, but it's absolutely true. You crashed through the competition. You crashed through the contenders, defeating 6 of the very best in the world, ladies and gentlemen. And as a result of that victory, you get in your possession this, the briefcase, which grants you a match whenever and wherever you desire against the Defiant Wrestling Champion himself, the Truth, Austin Aries. Now, in an interesting twist, you have already cashed this in. And what better time than at No Regrets? What better place than right here in Newcastle upon Tyne? It will be the champion Austin Aries defending against your challenger, Rampage. As requested, yes, we will sign the contract, which is inside the briefcase. We will do that now. Let me just, I've got the pen.
Yeah.
And we will do that.
Well, we've got a slight hitch here. I'm not sure the contract doesn't seem to be inside the briefcase.
Oh, talk about a gaff. You bring out the #1 contender. You don't even have a contract for Rampage to sign.
Wait. Well, that's the music of the last man to hold the Magnificent 7 briefcase, Ligero. What's this about?
Well, we're about to find out. Ligero about to grace us with his presence. Rampage came here to sign a contract, but Ligero coming out instead. What does this mean?
Ligero was a part of that Magnificent 7 match at Lights Out. Rampage defeated him fair and square along with 6 other men. Oh, for goodness sake. I assume that piece of paper is the contract that Ligero must have snatched out of that briefcase. Pathetic.
Oh, you call it pathetic, I call it intelligent. But way to provoke a beast like Rampage.
Listen, Ligero. If you wanted to fight me for it, you only had to ask. So let's do it now, eh?
Oh, Rampage is up for the fight. Ligero is out of here.
I'm not sure that's what Ligero wanted.
Well, this is a very odd situation. Ligero apparently is... Oh, the steel chair, that didn't work. Rampage is... not going to allow Ligero to come out here and disrupt this contract signing. As far as Rampage is concerned, if Ligero wants a fight for that championship, or for that briefcase rather, Rampage is more than happy to give it to him, and nothing that Ligero is doing here seems to be working.
Oh, wait a minute. Ligero taking a little drink here at ringside.
Oh God.
Oh, wait a minute. I said that's a way to poke the bear, to come out here with that contract. El Ligero disrespecting Rampage, spitting water in his eyes, another steel chair.
Oh God! Ligero tried to smash Rampage in the face with a chair. Ligero is begging off here, and he may regret this, but still, this is a very interesting development that Ligero has somehow goaded Rampage into putting that Magnificent 7 briefcase spontaneously on the line.
I thought Rampage was going to toss El Ligero into the 5th row here in Newcastle.
It wouldn't be the first time, by the way, that El Ligero had illicitly gained the Magnificent 7 briefcase after someone else won the match. Oh God, Ligero thrown into the crowd. Took out about 3 or 4 people on the way down.
Rampage, the #1 contender for the Defiant Championship, in the shape of his life. He has momentum going into that match against Austin Aries. He's proving it here tonight in Newcastle against one of the best on the planet.
Well, these two have competed for the Magnificent 7 briefcase before, by the way. El Ligero, when he, again, controversially gained ownership of that briefcase last year, at one point put the title on the line against Rampage. And under controversial circumstances, Ligero was able to hold on to it. So a bit of deja vu here, except this time, maybe we'll have a different result.
No. You can't ring the bell when there's a table in the middle of the ring.
Well, referee is saying, quite rightly, if Rampage were to powerbomb Ligero through the table, Rampage would be disqualified, and Ligero would be the holder of the briefcase.
Okay, do it. It's worth it for Ligero to take the punishment, to leave here tonight with that contract. And a shot at the Defiant Championship is certainly worth it.
Ligero's gone behind the rear waistlock. Rampage holds onto the ropes. Another back to the drawing board moment here for El Ligero. A crossbody, but with a crossbody attempt from El Ligero, turned into a vicious-looking power slam of sorts by Rampage.
Look at this sheer power, brute strength from Rampage.
Cover here, 2 count. By the way, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but last time El Ligero stole the Magnificent 7 briefcase from someone, Stevie Aries was involved. Our ring announcer, just saying.
Wait a minute, you just preempted a conspiracy by saying, and I quote, "Hey, I'm not a conspiracy theorist." What's all that about?
Just stating the facts.
Making me lose my cool out here.
El Ligero, of course, without the assistance of his prestigious buddy, Joe Hendry, who's currently in Australia competing for Scotland in the Commonwealth Games.
A little preoccupied is the prestigious one, going to bring home the gold.
It's not that Hendry was much help to Ligero anyway in the Magnificent 7 match, when he spent most of the match sitting here with us on commentary.
He's just multi-talented, that's all it is.
One word for it. Rampage going for the pile driver, perhaps. Ligero momentarily forgetting who he's in there against. Rampage now with that famous temper.
Ligero is spat water.
Oh, what? It's a low blow on the referee.
Oh, right to the Linskys.
Rampage has lost his cool, and that is exactly what El Ligero wanted. Rampage, shoulder first, into the ring post.
Again, El Ligero has spat water in the face of Rampage. Actually blew his nose on the #1 contender, and now looks to take the fight outside the ring.
El Ligero, the Hurricane Rana. Rampage goes into the crowd barrier. By hook or by crook, El Ligero has found a way to take control here against the #1 contender.
Well, it's chaos anytime. The prestigious Mexican sensation is out here in Defiant Wrestling, another steel chair in hand.
What happens if Ligero wins this? We get Aries versus Ligero?
Well, that's what Ligero wants, evidently. It would be a nightmare for Rampage to win that Magnificent 7 match and then end up losing the briefcase and the contract inside it to El Ligero.
Imagine if El Ligero was able to rob the rightful holder of the Magnificent 7 briefcase of that briefcase 2 years in a row.
But Dave, tonight, of all nights, he would not be robbing Rampage of anything. He would have won it. Maybe not fair and square, but he would have won it nonetheless.
Ligero clearly came out here knowing that Rampage wouldn't need to be asked twice to get into a fight here. Ligero has taken advantage of that competitive spirit, of that temper of Rampage.
And look, El Ligero on a stage where he belongs.
Steel chair shot from Ligero. Rampage is in some difficulty here and has been ever since the referee was taken out. Ligero is lining up Rampage for something. Rampage is in the crowd. Ligero up on the stage area. Well, 4 or 5 feet in the air here. And Ligero, another Hurricane Rana, this one right in the crowd.
Well, I thought maybe Ligero was going to the well once too often. He proved me wrong. That Hurricane Rana working sweetly for Ligero 2 times in a row.
Ligero is asking for a second referee to come out here.
Here he comes.
He's looking to steal this by count out. All the undignified ways to steal the briefcase, he's going to win this by count out.
Winning is all that matters. I've said it before, I'll say it again. El Ligero is about to become your #1 contender.
El Ligero is coming out here.
He's got his eyes fixed on you, Dave.
El Ligero is trying to bully anyone who'll talk to him.
Ligero now has the Magnificent 7 briefcase, rather, in possession. He's had it before, he's got it again.
Yeah, look what he did to it last time. That big crack across it was his fault. Rampage is back in. Ligero believes he's won the briefcase. He's holding it above his head, but our second referee, never got to 10. Oh! Ligero strikes a second ref. Ligero sends referee Sean McLaughlin out of the ring. That's 2 referees down. Rampage, though, was not counted out. Big shoulder block. Tackle from Rampage. Second one.
How fitting, because you can never count out Rampage.
Rampage going for the pile driver. And now instead he hits a spine buster. Right on Ligero, the cover. No referee, of course.
Double A Arn Anderson would be proud of that spine buster. We'll never know if it might have won the match for Rampage. Referee out of the equation.
El Ligero backing away from Rampage. He has tried every dirty trick in the book here to thieve that briefcase away from Rampage. Oh my God. Tilt and whirl from Rampage.
El broken spinal.
Imagine having that straight after the spine buster. That's what El Ligero has just endured. Rampage, though, finally.
Oh, not the pile driver.
Maybe going to try and end this. Ligero trying to counter. That didn't work. Rampage tries again. A low blow attempt from Ligero. And this time he's caught red-handed.
Oh, that may be the worst mistake of El Ligero's life, but going straight for the eyes of the #1 contender.
Desperation from Ligero. He's picked up the briefcase. Rampage needs to be careful. Rampage has been blinded by Ligero. Rampage gets struck by the briefcase.
Right to the forehead of Rampage. And now El Ligero going high. Looks to seize opportunity.
Ligero's going to try and hit that Mexican wave from the top. And he nails it on Rampage. Well, Ligero hasn't got a referee. That's his own fault.
He has got one now.
Ligero goes for the cover. And Rampage out. Try as he might, El Ligero cannot make this plan come to fruition.
Oh, and El Ligero now focusing his anger on senior official Steve Linsky, who's still moving a little gingerly.
He's already assaulted Linsky once. Look at this Ligero. Ligero tries to be a bully. Referee is having none of it. Rampage, a kick to the midsection of Ligero, the pile driver, right on the evil horns of El Ligero, the cover from Rampage, and Rampage is not yet done.
Not another pile driver.
Rampage is sending a message to the Defiant champion, Austin Aries. Rampage is headed to no regrets.
Here is your winner, and still Magnificent 7 briefcase holder, Rampage!
On April 28th, right here in Newcastle, will be Rampage, the challenger, Austin Aries, the champion, the Defiant title on the line at No Regrets. Rampage looking around, he clearly asking Stevie Aaron for something.
I think that Rampage, he wants that contract, yes. He wants to sign that contract and seal his date with Destiny with one Austin Aries at No Regrets.
Well, if you remember, this all started out as a contract signing before El Ligero came out here.
Oh, there's a little autograph.
Rampage signs the contract. It is official. Rampage and Aries for the Defiant Championship on April 28th.